Here, let me do a poll. You guys tell me what you would press. 1 minute poll in the button question. The idea is if you press red, you live. If you press blue, you're voting for everyone to live. If more than half of the people end up pressing blue, everyone lives. If more than half of them end up pressing the red, then only the people that pressed red live. That's the button question. So which one would you pick? Can I walk away? Nah, you have to pick one. Why doesn't everyone just press red? Because blazing people don't think logically like that. They think they have a different type of logic that they think is the same. Blazing, I think like you, and I think very matter of fact. I'm like, if you all pick red, then you can all live. And if you don't, you should die. Right, Blazing? That's what they're... No, people on Twitter were like, if you press red, you are the worst and you want good people to die. And I'm like, that is not the thinking here. The people are just like, this is a clear, logical question of you just press red to live, and wouldn't everyone just press it because it has a 0% chance of death versus pressing the one that has a non-zero chance, right? That's the logic behind most people saying just press red, bro. And then blue had a lot of people arguing like, but don't you want to be good? I want blue to win because you should press it to be good. And I'm like, this isn't a moral question. This is just a simple logical, like there's no logical reason to not press red, right? But that's because I think what this test is very simple. I think it shows the people who are thinking about this as a moral question versus the ones who think about this as a logical, mathematical question. That's all it does. And people can argue all they want. All it does is just separate you into what type of person you are and type of thinking. And both of those answers are good depending on what type of thinker you are. That's all it is. That's all it is, right? And that's what a lot of philosophical questions are, right? There is no correct answer necessarily. It just lets you know more about yourself or others and how they think. There's a moral component with this. You can't deny that. I don't give a fuck. I treat it as a logical question. I can't deny it. I can deny it. Because anyone could just be like, well, there's no issue if we just all press red because we all want to live, don't we? Boom.
Secret third button. The brown button. Everyone lives, but they all shit their pants.
Yes. Yes. You can't deny that typical blue buttoner thinking. Right? It's just, all it is a test to see like what way you think and what you value when making decisions. That's all. That's all. Which is why philosophical questions like that are fun. But then people start calling other people fucking murderers for their answer to the question, revealing that they think differently from someone else. And I'm just like, bro, shut up. But you can tell what type of thinker I am from that, right? This is moral relativistic perspective. Are you a moral relativist person? That's the one where ethics are related to situations more than absolute, right? Is that the one where it's like related to like a specific person's situation rather than the same across everybody? I would say I somewhat align with it kind of, but I'm not read up on it enough to be like 100% yes or no. I feel like the question wanted to be like the trolley problem. No, it didn't want to be like the trolley problem. The trolley problem and the red blue button question and all these things are just philosophical questions.
On one track,
that's all.
And all the red button pushers on another track.
Yeah.
And then drive trolleys over them until this stupid debate ends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a poorly thought out hypothetical. No, it's not. It's not a poorly thought out hypothetical because the purpose of it is to just let people figure out where they stand on, or not where they stand, but how they think. It's like fucking MBTIs, okay? Having people answer those types of questions and being like, oh, you are the type to think this way, right? That's really all it is. That's all it is, man. And then I saw people arguing so much about this and I was like, oh my God. It's a little fun thought experiment. It's not even like anything crazy. It's nothing insane, you know? Yeah, to figure out if you're an idealist or a realist or anything, any of those types of things. It just kind of helps sort people. And I think it helps with personal understanding. But people, you know, here's the problem right now. People don't know how to be introspective. Like the point of these questions is to sit there and think about them and be introspective. Why would I pick this? And what is my thinking of that? To understand themselves. But everyone starts yelling at each other about their answers to it like fucking idiots. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? You're supposed to sit there and think about this and be introspective. You don't understand like what you're doing. You're just using it to yell at people. Put a gun to your head and be mad you didn't act like Buddha. Yeah. And I just think they could just chill out. I think they could just chill out. Would you rather live in a world full of blue choosers or red choosers? Red choosers, because I know they would think similarly to me, that this isn't a moral question. This is a simple logical puzzle of if we all press red, we all live. And anyone who didn't see that and press blue because they started bringing like acting like this is a big moral dilemma when they could have just easily lived, in my opinion, made the wrong choice. And I saw people arguing online and being like, if you press red and you're living with the red pressers, you're living with the terrible people. And I'm like, it means that they just don't understand what the red pressers were thinking. They're not like, oh, I want nice people to die, I press red. Maybe someone posts that on Twitter because they're, trying to engagement bait. But it's just people who just did math and then went, yes, this is the correct answer. That's what the red thinkers are thinking for the most part, except for the few people on Twitter that are acting like it's something else. Yeah, they're also not concerned about the optics. I disagree because it's a private vote in the hypocritical. There's no logical way that everyone will press red. Some people will die. Yeah, but that's, I'm still going to press red. Because, I want the earth to be overrun by birds and not people. So don't mind me. That's just me. Yeah, you're talking to a streamer with the evil tag on their tags, and then you're like, why don't you press the blue button? Don't forget. Red choosers, self-admitted, are probably more honest too. Maybe, because it is a private vote, like no one will know what you pressed necessarily, unless like red wins. But but still. The way I see it, I press blue and I no longer need to pay taxes. Not necessarily. Red accounts for the stupidity of people. I just think it's not that deep. I think the thing is, everyone's going to pick their answer for a slightly different reason, or the way they come to their conclusion. There'll be a lot of similarity, but there'll be so much nuance in people's heads too. So much nuance. And I think to judge people off of their choice as if they're all evil or they're all performative for pressing one or something like that is just narrow-minded. That's all. And I think that's what this experiment has shown people in real time. Because I'm like, the logical choice is red. Anyone who thinks logically is going to pick red. I pick red. I don't want to die. That's my thinking process. It's not like I really hope people die, so I press red, I'm not pressing it going, if you pick blue, you're a stupid idiot and that's your problem. Die, like I'm not doing that. I'm just looking at it and doing the math. That's all, right? So, and that's how I think. I like hearing your thoughts and stuff like this. I like hearing what you guys, think on this stuff. All I ask is that you just don't get like crazy heated or start accusing me or other people in chat of being like bad or something. Like you'll get timed out if you're getting a little too into it. Not too into it and talking about it, but if you're getting too into it and you're starting to put labels on people, then no spice. We don't want spice. We just want discussion. But yeah. But as long as you can have fun talking about it, I love these types of talks, man. I do. And also, I like to temp check chat. I like to be surrounded by people who are a mix of agreeing and disagreeing with me and thinking like and not alike me. If I asked this and none of you said blue, I'd be like, uh-oh. You know what I mean? I'd be like, I don't have anyone who thinks differently. Uh-oh. So I'm a big proponent of making sure we got dissenters in the chat. You know what I mean? I think all the people should go and birds should rule the world. Okay, so don't ask me that question because I'm going to tell you every time I want the birds to win and I want the people gone.